Alright, we're here, chat. We got... What? Stable job didn't last, chat. It didn't last, chat. It didn't stay. It popped out, chat. Cobbling our shoes. We're trying to be cobblers here, and we can't do it. Cobble skills didn't work. Cobble skills. That made it even worse. Ha ha. Jesus, where was my losses this week? Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's not terrible, like... Still a losing week, though. So lame. This would have worked out. That was tough. That was a tough loss. Yeah, it was one of the swing trades I took that just didn't pan out. Alright, let's do that, and then we'll go through the trades. There aren't that many trades, actually. Not a good week, though. Really sad. Oh, man. Jesus, on the 11th, I was up $600. I had pulled myself up and out. What happened on this day? Why was this day so good? Oh, that was my Q trade on the 9th. So that trade, I'm looking at the whole month right now. That really brought me up. All the other fucking trades I've been doing are just bringing me down, man. Bringing me down. Yikes. Last week just killed it. Ew. Man. I mean, the percentage isn't terrible and all of these things, but and then maybe we'll do a market that was and create our watch list. How's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is down to 67, down 1.2%. Okay. Then we'll do the markets that were, and then try to set up our watch list. Like, what are the outperformers? Also, if there's time, I'll dive deep to. The title is about AI sector meltdowns. You know, every time. That seems to be a thing. Anything related to software or coding or anything that's built on like a per seat model is just annihilated. And it'll be interesting to see what these companies have to say this week. So there's Salesforce and Workday. I kind of want to listen to one or both of those because I've used both of those. Those are huge enterprise software companies, and I've worked for almost every company has Workday, and to wind into those things and to come out of those, it's really tough. I mean, to say that, yes, maybe their models are going to change, but like, they are ingrained into these companies, and I just don't see organizations spinning up their own type of Workday. Or I think what needs to happen is like the data that Workday gets, it's like they have to allow companies to do something with AI with that data. Like there has to be some integration. With that, to me, it seems silly that they're, yeah. Okay, well, that's going. So some Streamlabs AI. I don't know what it's doing, but maybe we'll figure it out later. So let's make sure everything's good to go. That's good to go. That's good to go. Let's bounce over. Trades viz. Man, I hate it when it's down week. Or my trades when I just didn't trade well, you know, just execute. It was choppy. Like I don't do well in choppy markets. I know that about myself. I know I don't do well in choppy markets. Sucks too, because like this Slumberjay trade, you know, it shook me out, and then the very next day it does this. You know, like could have been out at least at even, and it's like, no, and I'm like, the reason I got rid of it is like the last one. I'm like, with FCX, I was like that. No, it'll come back. It'll come back. It's just, you know, you gotta, and it didn't. And it went down further, and then that went back up though. So it's just been so back and forth, and that choppiness. I guess maybe you have to give it the wider stops. Like, you kind of have to go to 50%. Like, that's what this market is sort of forcing you to do, to play that game. And I don't. That. And I let it go too. Like, that's maybe something to work on. Is like when do you let it go? You know, when do you? I think you just have to stick to your guns and know that, like, for the most part, when things kind of go back to normal, so to speak, like, you could win. I don't know. It makes me upset. Like, ugh, that I wasn't able to capitalize on it. I guess it would kind of been even. Not like we went crazy. Like, where is SLB now? It came down. Phone's nuts. Okay. Yeah, it's back to 50. Oh, what was that? Oh, alright, awesome. We got a new follower. Woohoo! Let's go. Although my Streamlabs chat doesn't work, so now I need to go back to the Twitch chat and add a bunch of emotes. There we go. Let's go. For Twitch, I do need to change what's horizontal, what's vertical. So yeah. Woohoo! Welcome to the channel. Woo! or somehow I'm like green screened, like you see. Like, because YouTube has me on my screen. I have to change it. I have to flip what's horizontal and what's vertical. I'll do that next time. Thanks for the follow. Let's go. I don't think it's even supporting the multi-chat. Oh gosh, I'm such a boomer. Alright, so the SLB trade made me sad. Made me oh so sad. Yeah, I mean, see, you wouldn't have. It was a choppy trade. It's not like it was gonna. Yeah. I put swing with it though. Actually, I had ChatGTP create some tags for me. I need to go back to that chat and actually let's go right now, because these. Where'd I put my new It gave me some suggestions for tags. Let me search my chats. Trading goals. Here we go. So 0 DTE, cover call, swing call, futures. Maybe covered call, 0 DTE, bear call, 0 D put. and the setup. So this is, so I kind of need like simpler swing, simpler call, simpler day. So I need like simpler day, simpler swing. That's what I kind of need. I need simpler day. The thing when you have these too many is your data, it's hard to analyze it. So that's, you know, that's the thing. Like, you need simpler day and simpler swing because they're separate things altogether. And swings are going to use the daily price movement ranges, and days will use hourly price movement. Because like when I look at my tags, and you have to like, and it also like, because some of the simpler trades are also other kinds, like you need very specific tags to track how these trades are doing. Otherwise it gets muddied. Because like my simpler trading, like I have to go through these and figure out which were swings and which were days. I think the day trading is better than the swing trading. That's what I'm thinking right now. So right here, my 0 DTEs are working though for this month. I need to do more of those. So I'd have to go through, like, this was a swing trade, probably a day trade. This was a day trade. This was a day trade. Day trade, of course. Swing trade. So it's the swing trades that are kind of skewing that. Because the day trading is this one, those are green. There's not as many of them. Swing trade, that was like a long-term trade actually. Day trade. So the day trading is doing better than the swing trading. And the swing trading is, we've been in like the metals. I wish I could have stayed in XLI. Where did that end up at? So I had the 172 calls. Where did XLI end up at? God, it was $5 in the money. Ugh. I got stopped out on the one freaking red bar right here. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it was like one of these stupid red bars. And then it just proceeds to go all the way up to 178. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you prevent that? How do you prevent SLB? I'm not so worried about because that never really went anywhere in the end. But like something like XLI, what do you freaking do? You know? I guess the other thing too is, you know, technically because you can enter at different levels, I should have had different levels. I should have had my aggro, my moderate, and conservative. And I really only had aggro or moderate. I didn't have the conservative, so I stopped out of those and didn't have the last one to run, maybe make it even. But the day trade is doing better than the swing trade, so you have to be cautious of the trading right now. And maybe that gets better in March. I don't know. I have no idea. My 0 DTEs are working. The covered calls are working. This doesn't have enough data. This is about break-even. I think for these ones, I kind of need to go back through and put this instead of just edit the And it's certainly not a perfect thing. I think the entries and the exits have improved. I'll say that. Like, it makes you more careful about when you enter and when you exit. And you have to enter... I don't want to do this right now. I don't know if I have to right now. Pull all these. But I want the data easier for me. Trading is risky, chat. See it right there. What was this one? Let's see. And I have been better about journaling too, so that's always been a struggle. Like, to write everything out before you take the trade, so you really have to think about it. Like, really think about... Man's Netflix fire. Oh no! Trump demands Netflix fire Susan Rice as DOJ port. Trump, why does he need his hand in all of everything? Because one of the executives at Netflix did some podcast, and she said that things don't go well for those that bend the knee to Trump, and Trump's telling Netflix now to get rid of her. Oh no. Drama. Drama. No, the other thing I was thinking about this Warner Brothers deal too is Warner Brothers has theme parks. And Netflix is trying to like branch out into like restaurants. And all. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't really know. I don't know anything about that. But it's... I know, I'm trying to hurry. Any claim, da-da-da. If these corporations did by this last week that it's not going to end well for corporations, news organizations, law firms that bent the knee to Trump, and that their deference is unpopular. There is likely to be a swing in the other direction, and they are going to be caught with more than their pants down, Rice said to Preet Bharara, a former U.S. attorney. They're going to be held accountable by those who come in opposition to Trump and win at the ballot box. And Trudeau's post had a Trump described Rice, who served as President Biden's domestic policy chief. Oh, okay. So she's also in okay. No telling us Trump. This is so spicy. This little merger is like the most spicy merger. Like, let's go. What is the next drama? Oh my gosh, American Girl turns 40. Welcome, girl. Welcome. Welcome to your 40s. I'm getting sidetracked. Oh my god, you could totally do her hair. Oh my, I would have loved that as a kid. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So like, I had dolls and stuff, and I would have loved this right here. So these American dolls, like, look what you can get with it now. You can like learn how to fix its hair. Gotta go back to it. Oh, it's time to go already? Okay. I don't know what I have. Hasbro's secret weapon has been okay. Looking at. Peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter. This peanut butter thing. I don't know what that is. Okay. Get my journal. Oh yeah, I was supposed to check my journal. We'll get it going too. What day was this trade? This was on the 20th. Oh, right, this. I did. I did. Shot straight up. Oh, that's when the tariff news came out. That's when the tariff news came out, and then it just that was that spike, and then it came right back down. Man, Trump. Well, it was the Supreme Court. That wasn't Trump. It was the Supreme Court, but it kind of resolved back down there. It held. Well, Bitcoin's down, so I don't know. I have no idea now. I have no actual clue where. I have no idea. I know that the Qs have not made an all-time high. I think the SPY and the Dow have made 2 all-time highs. So the Qs might go down a little bit if NVDA cannot save the market on Wednesday. It will plummet. Trumpety dump dump. Trumpety dump dump. I don't know why I'm. Alright, this was a simpler day trade. Gotta go already? Alright, let me get these. Hour? Ooh, did I write the IBIT one down? Oh, I started it. You're gonna be gone till like 5 o'clock? Alright, this was a day trade. I didn't write it all out though. I didn't write my whole trade out, chat. Look how choppy it was. This was. I'll just keep that one there. Relabel. This one's probably already labeled. So this was a short on the 19th. Oh, and I was also thinking about moving all of this over to it was below previous session close. I didn't write this one down though. So copy it. I'll call this a simpler day trade. I actually don't know what it was because I didn't write it down. So, but I'm gonna guess that's what I was aiming for. But see, I didn't write it down. See, this is the thing. Like, what was the setup? What was the thing? So the 17th, and these have all been short. So another thing I noticed too when I did a larger analysis, my data, the call spreads are working. So, just, you know, that's my own personal data, but yeah. Anyways, it's on the 17th. Everything was below previous session close on the open. What did I take here? So this short. Didn't write it down. So we kind of have to put like unknown. I really got to put it as unknown. That's like I have to keep track of the trades that I do not track. I don't write down for. DIA call on Feb 20. Date of this. Oh, the date of this trade was the 17th. Same one. I did write this one down. So this was a simpler trade. Day trade. What I mean by that is I am following somebody on part of simpler trading, and they have a system, and they have day trades, swing trades, long-term trades. This is their day trading setup that fit with their indicators and stuff. So already labeled. I guess I could put the ORB on there. So these are really opening range break plays. That's really what these are. These are my own thing. I'd have to pull these. All these trades need to be just ORBs. That's all they need to be. Vertical puts or calls doesn't matter. Actually, the 0DT. What did ChatGPT say for me? 0DT fair call. That's what my bro. I would be able to like clean. I could finish this. I could make a short. I can also plan more of my meals and stuff for when I'm gone. I should hang out with you. I don't want anything to happen to you though. I'd like to go for like one airplane. I don't know if I want to stay out there till 5 o'clock. But I need to hang out with you though. We live in the same house, but we don't really hang out. I could you'd be home at like 5? Okay. I feel bad. Need to be able to join you. Should I go chat? Put it up to the chat. I can't. Oh man. Okay, so if I went out, what could I do to keep forward momentum? Well, what I could do if you're gone is I can even wipe down my bathroom and just do the first wipe down on it. I gotta do the kitchen. I still need to finish the kitchen. That's not... I could finish cleaning the kitchen because my weekly clean isn't done yet. I can organize my laundry a little bit more. I could finish my short. And then when you come home, it'll be time to put Sammy's cousin on the grill. You gotta be alone? Then I gotta come out with you though before surgery though. I gotta make one appearance. At least one appearance. Because then you're gonna be really going alone. Well, at least that first week, and then as I start getting better, like, as I can get into the truck, I can't help you with anything though. But that's a good activity to get me back up and moving. Like getting one airplane, the recovery period. Yeah, that'll be puzzling. Puzzlings are coming, chat. So maybe just try to finish this and do house stuff. Okay. And... Alright, chat. We're still hanging out, chat. Although, I might take a quick break and then I'll be right back. And then we'll do the week that was. And then... we'll put a watch list together. Then I'll look at stuff. If I need trades, well, I won't technically be able to be at the desk, so we need to think of some trades to put together that I can. And I like that the VIX is at 20. I like that. So we can put on some trades that can benefit from the VIX being 20. So I'll be right back, and then we'll figure out our week. Alright, we're back. That water sadly didn't go to the spot. I do need to go out there though. Like I'm but no one else to like buffer. Approaches him. Bit. Okay, chat. Couldn't come. Probably not. Alright, let's do the markets that we're go. Let's go. Alright, markets that were. Let's go. Okay. Finally. Yeah, we need to fill out a notebook too. I think it's a matter of just kind of like trust the process. And carry on. You know, I gotta change my tags though. I still need to update. Wow, updating. So let's go ahead and do markets that were. Have the Russell up, PX up, SPX and Dow are up. What is up on the week? Are the Russell, the Dow are up, SPX and 1 month. Date, NDX is down. Okay. Russell's up 7%. The Russell's the outperformer here. I tried to get into some put spreads on Friday. I couldn't do it. Let me in. I was kind of upset about that. What's this one? I have the 120 calls. Okay. 120 calls in Walmart. I have an Oracle put spread that is not doing great, but I might just roll that. And then I have a Q Ion Condor as kind of my plays. I can go look. My theta isn't super big. I think I can have like, I forget what it is. I have to go and look at what my account should have as far as like theta in it to not like blow out the account. So yeah. But overall, I mean, fairly bullish to neutral on the whatnot. So yeah, there. Oh, let's go. Defense? Like, defense totally needs to be on here. Um, so, still at the top of the list. So, GDX, LI8, LI. Go ahead and build our watch list. Might use ChatGPT to help us out here. From this image, create a list of the top 10 performing sectors last week. See what it'll do, chat. So communications is always interesting. Energy, financials, tech, SPY, XLY. What the really thing down was like Staples. Staples took a hit last week. Yeah, I bought some Walmart calls though. I bought some Walmart calls. We'll see how this goes. It's got a totally green trend though, yo. Like, come on. Totally green. Alright, cool. See what you can do here. See if you can find the top 3 stocks for each sector listed. I had 30. I don't know why it had 30 because I have music playing in the background, so it probably didn't hear me right. Not really the it's gonna find the top 3 holdings, not the top 3 performers. I have to go do it. Not really. That's our list. Been the same list for weeks, weeks. Watch list. All we need. Again, I've been burned by these energy names, you know? Like, NVDA has earnings. XLC might be interesting. Go look into XLC. Meta, Google. AT&T, Comcast, Charter Community. What's holding this sector up? Google? T-Mobile? Charter's below its 200-day moving average. And honestly, overall, Excel's itself, it's like exciting. Meta and Google. Yeah, Prologis. Data center out there. Like Condoleezza Rice's. Or pay. She's under attack. So terrible. I don't know about that. It's like she can say whatever she wants. Like, what we could. What we could. Update. Yes. It's like the GTX. So volatile. Wow, it's still green on the daily zone. Oh, it went through the whole range on Friday. Oh no. I mean, still, it's a trade on the daily though. Look at Walmart, 'cause that's what I have. I mean, not great because you have the four candles here that aren't great. Um, no, but it does. See if we can get like 25% on it. You know, come back up here to 125. So it's bearish on the 4-hour, but still on the daily we're doing good. Second chat. All right, let's keep with the watch list building, chat. Looking at the positions I have first. Yeah, I mean, this is great. We're back down to these levels. I've got an Iron Condor. What are my strikes? So I have the 636 way up here. And then at the bottom, I have all the way down here. My Iron Condor is at its... So I'll just suck that range dry. How about that? Maybe it'll stay in the range. I don't know. It's already been in the range for like 2 months now. So it's probably... The thing that I've seen over the past couple of years is like when you get action like this, it's not guaranteed. Again, trading's risky. All the things. Is that it resolves to the downside before it goes back up. Like it's not... You know what I mean? And this is just chop. It was green. So, you know, you hope that the trend that will come back. It was green for a long time. And it has not been red only, what, 3 times? So, that's a good thing. So once it goes red, maybe it'll go back up. It'll start working its way back up again. So that's what I have on the cues. I'm pretty confident in that position. I can let that be. Let it go kind of position. See what it does. I got my closing order in. We'll see if I can collect my credit. That's all I'm asking for on that trade. I may have to roll my Oracle trade. Not in the money yet, so probably need to roll it before it's in the money. It might go in the money. I kind of should have rolled it on Friday, but we'll see what we can do. So we're out with 26 days. Supposed to roll it 21 days, so we'll see. We'll start looking. So every day we have to look for where we can roll this position. And it was done at 135 at one. People do not like this name. They're upset. They're upset about the spending of the money. The level of debt, for sure. Alright, let's buy actually. We'll look at XLY too. A little bit more constructive, but still sideways, at least above its moving averages. Definitely sideways. So let's go ahead. Let's look at GTX. So gold should always be watched and back and look. On possibly on it might have turned green, so Barrack on the look at those ones. I don't. You can look at XLU kind of hold by itself, so I'd rather just play this sector. Now this is way better. So if we could get a XLU on the daily, we're gonna set an alert at 5. Say something like enter or what I should. These are swing trades. This is SMH is tricky because NVDA has earnings, so can't really do anything with this until after earnings. We'll see. Don't trust. Yeah, not liking that. XLE. I've been getting burned though. All these trades have been burned. Burn, baby, burn. To touch it's or like Bollinger. Kind of acting like Bollinger. Oh, 4 hour. Dude, he touches on the 4 hour. developer. This one's hard too because the geopolitical stuff that's. Oh, that makes it difficult. And then let's take a look at okay. So cyber, and there's also day trading it. Get stuff too. There's some levered gift products. It's like a cloudy. So Cisco, Infosys, Palo Alto, CrowdStrike, Broadcom. How did Broadcom do? Fell off. So, ooh, yikes! Oh man, we're back to. I mean, where does it need to be though? Like, what is the valuation? Now, what is our valuation? I wish this was like a little bit longer, so like it would take into account the copy. I'm just worried it will fall further. No, I think. So where's the next level of support? So it's been choppy ever since Liberation. And like right back where it was last year. It's right back where it was here. I don't have I just don't know where a level of support is. Let me get up my other charts. And then let's go to so this is where it's been before. I mean, the next level of support, you know, it could be the horizontal one. Be here. Then maybe here. So 130 and then 105. You really want to start selling this thing off? Or you kind of hope for a bounce that it doesn't lose this giant range it's been trading in. Maybe this earnings here where it went, what? Good earnings. Why was this sold off? Take a look at it though. Is there any juice? Juice chat? Oh yeah, it's decent juice. You can get the 160. It's really rare to get that. The actual third of the width the strikes. I think people are going 10 wide though on this one. There isn't really enough liquidity at the 135 strike. Here it's better. Here in closer terms it's better. It's a possibility. I think this might be something we'll try, unless they keep selling it off. And I'm just wondering too about the evaluation in general. Like, does it make sense for these stocks? That's what I don't know. I just know that AI isn't necessarily going to replace what we do. That's probably going to go back down to this average here. But Cisco went up on all that news. I have no idea. But we are again at, aren't quite at the April levels yet, so that would bring it down to this average. That might be worth a strike on that one. I think these cybersecurity names again, AI, it's not going to replace these companies. As of, that's not going to happen. So I might think about NW setting up pretty good. What else is it here? Infosys, CrowdStrike, F5, Akamai, Fortinet. Played this before. This one actually held up better than, hasn't lost its momentum. But it might want to, so we'll keep a basket of this. An eye on this. Let's put watch list. We have PanW, Crowd, RWD, Net, the other ones, F5. Held up a little bit better. Oh, and just get 7. Volume. IVs. Go above beta. Care about beta? Lots of volume. Lots of volume. Alright, so we see the markets are kind of sideways. There might be an opportunity in these cybersecurity stocks. We have our watch list for the week. Went over the trades. I guess my thought about some of these cybersecurity companies is they probably don't need to fall like this. I just wonder about the valuations. You know, this is just a sneaky way to revalue these, price these somehow. Where that new value is, I'm not sure. So I guess we'll you know, kind of look at that this week, and I need to put trades on that can help me get through the time where I can't trade. Go and have surgery, and I'm not gonna be able to be actively in front of the futures are open now. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We're opening slightly down. Gold is up. It's busy. We're active. Holy smokes, we're active. But down a little bit as the market's open here. So I might run through a few scans. I'm going to probably short out. So I'll get that out in the next few. And remember, this is for educational information for advice or recommendation. It is risky. But if you're here, you probably find trading interesting. So with that said, have a safe and profitable trading week.